Gambella's story is a story of amazing transformation because in just 5 years, at very low cost, with mostly their effort, they've transformed in all 5 areas: water, food, health, wellness, income, and education. Gambella's story starts 5 years ago with very careful selection.
The chairman of that town, Gambella, he said, I think by his own mouth, if you people had not come and stood with us, this village wouldn't have survived.
Understanding them as they are and moving at the pace which they wanted us to move and keep pushing them not to give up has given them hope, and that hope has been translated into many things. Before these 5 years we stepped in Gambella, things are so different, but now many things have changed.
Well, we helped with a little bit of money with a generator. We helped with a little bit of money for drip irrigation and some things on the Miracle Acre. We haven't really done much at all with money on the wellness side. We just taught them things. Very little on the income side, and the only education money we've spent is to help build that classroom. All of this is done because you guys motivated the village. You lifted their hearts, and you lifted their minds, and you lifted their hope. And they did all this when their minds and their hope were lifted. That's what TCD is about. Think back 5 years ago.
Fikiria miaka mitano iliyopita.
Did you have any clean water to drink?
Ulikuwa na maji safi ya kunywa?
Where were you drinking water?
Ulikuwa unapata maji yenu wapi?
The stream.
Mto.
And you became sick.
Na mkagonjeka tumboni.
And your children became sick.
Na watoto pia wakagonjeka.
And some of your children died.
Na watoto wenu wengine wakafa.
About a dozen years ago, a very generous Western organization spent a lot of money to drill a well here and put a very expensive generator inside this building to generate the electricity to pump water out of the well. The money was spent, the project was finished, water gushed out, the donors and everybody were happy. But here's the problem. You give a village like this a very expensive, complex piece of machinery, it's just not sustainable. So this well worked perfectly for about a year, maybe a year and a half, and then it broke. And the mentality of the village was, well, the white people came and built the well, so when they want to repair it, they'll come back. And of course, nobody ever came back. They had no idea how to maintain this. For many years, they had already gone back to drinking water out of that camel stream down the road. So the first thing our staff team did here was help form a water committee. Ever since they formed that committee and taught them the principles of sustainability, we repaired the generator and they've had clean water now for 5 years.
They started using clean water for domestic use, for domestic purposes, and then the disease which have been infecting the whole community subside. They use the same water to pump out for irrigation purpose. And then they got a lot of farm produce for family, and then they got even money out of it, whereby they sell.
One time I saw you had more than a metric ton of food. And sometimes trucks have come from Nairobi to buy your extra.
So many organizations which are helping other villages, they have brought their people to come out here to see how these people have made a lot of effort. And even so many NGOs brought out, like Ministry of Water, Ministry of Agriculture, they brought their staffs to this place as a demonstration so that this can be done almost in every other villages in Kenya.
Think 5 years ago.
Hebu fikiria miaka mitano iliyopita.
Think how many sicknesses you had.
Hebu fikiria uligonjeka ama ulikuwa na magonjwa mangapi.
Think how sick some of your children were or even died.
Hebu fikiria vile watoto wenu waligonjeka na wengine wakafa.
And now our Global Hope team has been teaching you wellness lessons.
Before we came in, the mortality level was high. This was highly contributed by the mosquitoes that surrounded them. They did not use the mosquito nets for prevention. The children under 5 years, most of them were killed by malaria. But when we came, they have really changed. They're utilizing their mosquito nets well. So we can say it has really dropped at about 90% because it's not seen around.
5 years ago,
Miaka mitano iliyopita,
did you have any income?
ulikuwa na mapato yoyote?
Were you making any money?
Umepata pesa?
No.
Hakuna.
Then you started with 2 women's groups.
Na wakaanza na kikundi cha wanawake 2.
And then Safia and her friends built the tea shops.
Oh, okay. Before the global up came in, there was nothing like development, nothing like income or any other thing. They were just farmers or casual laborers, like waking up in the morning, trying to find a job where you can be paid at the end of the day. Okay, when the global up first came in, there was only one group which they formed, that is the Farm Miracle Women Group. But after we were meeting several times with the TCD workers, we were working within the Gambella. They gave us some skills and knowledge on how to do business. That's when 5 of us withdrew from the farm women, and then we started to establish a different line, that is the business.
And very soon, each of you are making more than 1,000 shillings a day.
Na kila mmoja walikuwa wanatengeneza pesa zaidi ya 1000 kwa siku.
And then everybody started to get the idea.
Na wale wengine pia wakachukua wakaendelea na hiyo mwenendo.
I'll ask you.
Na wauliza.
Are you making more money now than you were 5 years ago?
Ulikuwa unatengeneza pesa zaidi ya miaka 5 iliyopita?
Raise your hand if you are.
Kama ni hivyo, inua mikono.
People making more money?
Wale ambao wanatengeneza pesa.
Yeah. 5 years ago, did you have this whole school?
Miaka 5 iliyopita umekuwa na mjengo wa shule ya aina hii?
No. Where were your children learning?
Wanafunzi ama watoto walikuwa wanasoma wapi?
Right here, under this tree.
Ilikuwa chini ya hii miti.
Your children had to sit under a tree to learn with maybe 2 teachers. And you went to Isiolo.
Kakimbia Isiolo.
And you talked with the education office. And they said they would help you if you had buildings.
Na wakasema tutawasaidia mkiwa na nyumba.
So you began to ask for help.
Basi mkauliza usaidizi.
And you built buildings with other people's help.
Basi tukaanza kujenga madarasa kupitia usaidizi kutoka mahali pengine pia.
And I heard a story
Nilikuwa na hadithi
that at the annual exams,
matokeo ya mtihani uliopita,
Gambella Primary School won an award.
Mwaka ule uliopita walikuwa.
Is that right? Your children are learning.
Watoto wenu wanapata masomo.
And they are becoming strong.
Na wanakuwa vizuri.
And your children will be even better than you are.
Watoto wenu watakuwa vyema kuliko mlivyo.
The future of your villages is in your children.
Maisha ya kijiji chenu yamo katika watoto wenu.
And they are learning from you.
Na wanajifunza kutokana nanyi.
You are showing them the way.
Nyinyi ndio mtaonyesha njia.
You have come very far in just 5 years.
Umetoka mbali miaka 5 iliyopita.
In water,
kwa maji,
food,
kwa chakula,
wellness,
kwa hospitali,
income,
mapato,
and education.
na masomo.
To the people of Gambella, I want to say thank you.
Kwa watu wa Gambella nataka kusema asanteni.
You have welcomed our Global Hope team for 5 years.
Basi mmetukaribisha wana Global kwa miaka 5 iliyopita.
And they are the ones who are with you every week.
Na kuna wale ambao wanakuwa pamoja nani kama kila siku.
And you have also welcomed us Mzungus.
Na sisi pia tumetukaribisha.
And when we come 2 times a year, you are always smiling and you are always thankful and you always welcome us as if we are your friends.
Tukija mara 2 kwa miaka, kila wakati tunacheza, tunacheka, tunafurahia vile mlivyo.
You are certainly our friends.
Na nyinyi kwa ukweli ni marafiki zetu.
And we are proud of you.
Na tunajisikia nanyi.
Thank you for letting us be part of Gambella.
Asanteni kwa kutufanya kuwa nani.
Asante sana.